So the Atlantis, the boat Atlantis is about to leave right now. It takes you to a specific spot where it's got a submarine that you can go down, look at the fish underneath there, and they also have a shipwrecked boat that they look at when they go in the submarine. And it leaves from the port here in the Hilton. Just to make sure they don't get here late.
Yeah, because especially if you gotta find parking in that house. You don't have those people, don't worry. You have the system.
Well, not now, Okinawa.
Yeah. It's just like here, so.
Yeah. Okay, well, next time.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah, thank you, Bob.
Mahalo.
Let's go. Atlantis Submarine Adventure. We're gonna go. It's gonna take us to a specific spot where there's a submarine. The submarine is electric, so it doesn't use gas or diesel, and it's gonna take us down to see a man-made reef with a shipwrecked boat and a plane. And we're gonna see the wildlife in there, the sea life, marine life. We're going.
Another big one is we only have restrooms on this boat. There's no restrooms inside the sub. We'll be underwater about 45 to 55 minutes looking at water the whole time. So please cut ahead. Use those restrooms. Because there's no we'll watch it quick.
But before we head out, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button so you can always come along with us here at Joko and Family. Ready? We're gonna do it. It's exciting.
For your safety, designed to keep you on board.
Take pictures or video, put your cameras, cell phones, your phone devices ready. There's a lot of office right there.
O submarino tá chegando, guys.
I see it.
Aí vem o submarino, it's coming. Tá vindo pra pegar a gente. Wow.
The submarine comes up closer, it's on the
It's
side
so
of that, so
nice.
it often should get closer to us.
Are you excited, baby?
Super excited.
Let's go. Let's go.
And there she is,
Woo!
guys. Welcome back.
Aí vamos nós, galera.
You scared me?
I'm a little scared. Vamos lá. Lutando contra nossos medos e traumas de filmes. O que os filmes fazem com a gente, né?
I know it can be scary, but looking forward to that. It's pretty cool.
It's so cool. Eu tô parecendo uma criança. Eu acho que eu nunca fiquei tão empolgada na viagem.
Really?
Assim, porque é muita coisa, muita atividade, é muita coisa legal e coisa assim diferente. E olha que eu cresci perto da praia, né? Mas tem tanta coisa para se fazer aqui e coisas inesperadas.
Super exciting.
It is. Ui, que medo.
That's where we're going. We're going.
Atlantis 9. Vamos lá, pessoal. Já abriram ali a porta para a turma entrar. Então vamos lá.
Right, so we'll see. On both sides there's windows. We'll be able to see down there. So we'll just moonwalk it down. Oh yeah. You got it, baby. So we got these. We're gonna be watching. We're gonna be looking while we go down. Hope to get some good images.
But if you're at all curious to how far down we are at any given time, there is a dip gate right up here. And we actually choose a spot like this on purpose, because we don't want to come down where there are any major obstacles. That would just be hazardous. On the far side, against the rail, there's actually a Hawaiian green sea turtle. Yeah, because sand and rock would just be boring, we have a variety of artificial reefs. And these artificial reefs, that doesn't mean that anything's fake, it's just that it's a man-made structure and it's put down here to help coral to grow and provide shelter for fish. And sometimes these artificial reefs take the form of a sunken ship. So you see, as we approach the coral growth in some rock formations, you get some more fish. But other than that, in open water, you don't see a lot of fish, just because so instinctively they won't leave the shelter of a reef. They want the little... As soon as we approach this structure, the aquatic life...
Bem coloridinhos, que lindo! Uau! It's amazing. It's so wonderful. Uau! Que lindo! Gente, é muito lindo. Esse aqui grandão. Olha. Tá vendo, baby?
There it is for you, on port side, that very vessel, very off you go. Yeah, it's not going to put food or bait or anything in it. The coral that they're attracted to. It's just any form of shelter, which this structure provides. There it is for you, on port side, that very vessel, the teriyaki boat. Yeah, it's not going to put food or bait or anything in this. It's just a safety that it represents, attracts fish by the hundreds. And this is another sunken ship, this one larger, and a retired Navy yard oiler called the YO-257. This one in particular, you can spot some sea urchins crawling around on the structure itself, kind of a big ball of spikes. And these, they get this far offshore. I mean, they're like the size of your head. Those closer to shore, they might be, you know, they can fit in your hand. But these are particularly massive. This vessel as a yard oiler, its job would be to fill up with fuel, sit out on the open ocean, and serve as a mobile gas station. Now, if you spot those really large fish that kind of hang out below that upper deck there, really large silver or black fish, those are giant trevally. And those species, in fact, there was just one swimming at the submarine, so yeah, you see them do that, not just to the submarine, but also to sharks. When they do that, they're not saying hi, they're saying get out. Because those giant trevally, they're the apex predator here. It's not a shark. Those giant trevally hanging out in the shadows. The silver ones are female, and then the black ones are male. But when they're young, they're all silver. And these here were built and designed by the students and professors at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. So the mountains that you see up top above land, they keep going into the ocean and all the way down to the bottom of the ocean, because the largest mountain on the planet is Hawaiian Island. Mount Ikea, actually, from bottom to top, is the largest mountain in the world. And these are actually the giant trevally, all these silverfish, but these are the young ones. We see them use this area as a sort of nursery. And these structures we call our Japanese reefs, simply because they were built in Osaka, Japan. So, in Japan, you'll see them use a structure like this to grow the kind of seaweed you find wrapped around sushi, because, you know, they'll farm it there. But here you don't get that kind of seaweed growth. Very little seaweed around the entire state, actually. The waters here, they're really warm and salty compared to other parts of the Pacific. So we don't get the kind of seaweed growth.
Então isso aí, se vocês perceberem, eles tentaram criar algas marinhas, essa mesma alga marinha que faz o sushi. Mas só que a água aqui é muito quente, mais quente do que as águas do Japão, então acabaram não conseguindo essa proeza de fazer crescer esse mesmo tipo de algas aqui. Mas a estrutura acabou ficando e acabou, o guia até brincou que é como se fosse o apartamento dos peixes agora aqui. Olha quantos peixinhos tem nessa proximidade.
Another fish out here called a Moor's Idol that looks almost identical. You don't know the difference. You could easily mistake the two. I've heard sometimes for aquariums they'll sell the pinnace butterfly fish. But what we've done is we put the island to our back and we're going to head offshore into some deeper water. In fact, this will be the deepest part of the tour, is where we head next. We're in 60 feet of water and we just passed 100 feet. To see where they are.
106 feet. Oh, 107. Very deep. So it's like we're on the seafloor itself here, because you look to one side, look to the other side. Looks like it's completely flat here. Just scribble along.
Right here, that's exactly what I was talking about. Those white tip reef sharks, you see the whites on their dorsal fin and their tail fin. A tiny little white tip. And that's about fully grown for that species. If you see those, that's as big as they get. I'm surprised that we saw those, because we normally don't. And they're nocturnal, so if you see them during the day at all, they're just sleeping. Without the pair of white-tipped reef sharks.
It looks like an airplane.
Oh yeah, also, the wings of an airplane. I didn't mention that. There was an airplane just there. Two of them down here. There's going to be another one on the port side here. And if you can't tell, the wings are the strongest part of the vehicle. Above us. So shoot up this big air bubble, and they can see that from the surface, and it'll just tell us if it's clear to come up in that location, or if there's some traffic, we'll maintain our depth and just chill down here till they move on. So when we shoot up that bubble and hear some whistling coming from up here, so just don't be alarmed when that happens. And you'll see all the color return to the cabin as well. It's not just that shade of blue anymore. So I'll get to work on this hatch and be right back with you folks.
Aloha.
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 Alright, I think starboard you might have noticed Discovery pull alongside us. That boat that brings you out here. That's them. And once they're in position, they'll give me the okay to let you guys disembark.
Mahalo.
Thank you.
Mahalo.
Hey, here's Justin.
Mahalo.
Awesome, right? That was great. And we got the little surprise of seeing a gray tip reef shark. That was great. There was actually a couple. Bicep. Since you liked coming with us on this underwater adventure in Waikiki, make sure to hit that like button and turn on your notifications to not miss any of our videos in our series about Hawaii.